Hello guys, what's going on? Thank you very much for tuning in to another beer review. It's Beer Monster O'Clock. And got another German beer to review. Because I've got a load of German beers in my house at the minute. So I'm sort of in my house, not my ass. So I'm sort of making my way through them. And up next we have one from the Paulaner brewery. And it is the Paulaner Weissbier Dunkel. Which is of course like a Weiss beer. But I'm expecting it just with sort of dark malts instead of pale malts. So, you know, we should get some of them sort of different flavours, like dark malty flavours coming through, and be interesting to see how it changes this beer. Because I have tried the normal version of it, and it's absolutely fantastic. Probably my favourite Weiss beer, along with Franziskaner, whatever you want to call it, but I like to call it Franziskaner. Yeah, that and Paulaner for me are like the top boys that I've tried so far. Yeah, so let's check out the Dunkel version. I've paid £2.69 for this on Beers of Europe. It is 5.3% ABV in volume, 12 IBUs, which of course means international bitterness units. So this one isn't going to be all that bitter, according to that. And you could call this a dunkelweiss. I like to call them dunkelweissens. I just find it a bit easier than the whole Weissbier Dunkel thing. Yeah, so I just call it dunkelweissen style wheat beer. Let's crack her open. 500ml bottle, this one as well. And yeah, of course, Paulaner, one of the absolute best breweries in the world. Certainly in Germany, they're like, you know, one of the big boys in Germany. Been going for a long time. Make some fantastic beers. They really do. So I'm hoping this is fantastic as well. Yeah, let me know if you've tried this one, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think of it. What would you sort of give it out of 10? Do you prefer this sort of Dunkel Hefeweizens over the sort of normal ones? Or, you know, do you not really care? Beer is beer. Be interested to hear your thoughts, guys. Oh, there we go. She's all in the glass. I mean, obviously, it's not the same colour because it's with dark malt, so of course it looks darker. I can see nice bits of yeasty sediment making their way slowly down the glass. It looks very, very sexy. It's actually making my nipples slightly erect. We've got a beautiful tanned head on that. Absolutely beautiful. They're just stunning looking beers, aren't they? Although the colour of this one, kind of a murky brown. Could say mahogany if you're being polite, or you could say it reminds me of the last time I had violent diarrhea and I was pissing out my ass. Yeah, I could see how you could get that from it as well, you know. But I'm going to go for mahogany. We've got sort of quite good levels of carbonation going up the glass. I mean, I have to be honest, it does look a bit, the colour of it, it's not the prettiest colour, is it? But it's all in the taste. And before we taste it, let's check out the aroma. Still getting the banana that you'd typically get. The banana in the clove is there. It doesn't smell that different, to be honest. Certainly looks different in colour, but yeah, banana and clove are like the main things for me. I'm getting some caramel in here. Slightly sweet caramel. It's got quite a nice comforting smell about it, this one. Of course, it smells a bit like wheat as well. Yeah, mostly caramel. Caramel, clove and banana. Let's see whether we get any more from the taste test than that. But yeah, it's quite an interesting aroma actually. I just love the look of these beers. I've said that before and I just... Anyway, it's not there to look at, is it? Let's chuck it down the neck and see if it tastes any good. Cheers, everybody. Bosh. First impressions, behave yourself. It's absolutely cracking. Absolutely cracking again from Paulaner. As I say, the normal version is my favourite Weissbier. Just from that first mouthful, I'm going to say I think this is going to be my favourite dark version of a Weissbier, or Dunkel Weissbier, or Dunkelweissen, as I say I like to call them. Just from that first mouthful, it's just a stunning beer. The mouthfeel to this beer is just absolutely top class. Creamy, medium bodied, nice sort of gentle feel to the carbonation, despite it looking quite lively in the glass. Just really soft and creamy mouthfeel to it. Flavour wise, starting off for me with bananas. It doesn't taste as different as I thought it would to your normal sort of Hefeweizen. Of course, you are getting the dark malts in there, which are bringing out some different flavours. Caramel's there, which was there on the Aroma for me. But it's not as different as perhaps I thought it might be. It's sort of where it's darker in it, you think it might taste a bit like a stout or whatever. But it doesn't. It's very much still like a Hefeweizen. I wouldn't be scared of it. If you like the normal ones, don't be scared to try a dark one. Take a trip to the dark side. You never know. No, I won't go there. I was going to say a little joke, but yeah. About something to do with when you go black, you know. If you know, you know. I'm getting the banana. There's like a citrusy element to it as well after that banana. Some sort of background dark fruit. A little bit of plum. Got a bit of a dryness to it as well. Surprisingly very easy drinking. Kind of surprising me how easy drinking this is. So 5.3% ABV. It's just nice summer drink. A lot of people would say with stouts, they're not so good in the summer. But I wouldn't say the same goes with the Dunkels, the Hefeweizen Dunkels, whatever you want to call them. It's just too many names for the same beer. Oh, Dunkelweizen. Oh, it's just confusing for people, isn't it? Why can't they just call them all wheat beers? I'll say, refreshing, easy drinking, not 1,000 miles away from the normal style ones. If I'm perfectly honest, I prefer the normal Hefeweizen to the Dunkelweizen. That's my personal opinion. There will be people that prefer this. If you tend to prefer your sort of dark malt flavoured beers, you're probably going to prefer this. If you tend to prefer your pound malt beers, you're probably going to prefer the normal ones, you know. So that is like a personal thing. For me, I prefer the normal one. Although I say this is a really, really nice, really enjoyable beer. But if I was to pick a choice of the two, to be perfectly honest, for me and my taste, I would go with the original one. I still think this is nice. I think it's my only criticism with it could be a bit more bold. It tastes a bit safe. It's very nice and all that, and it's very easy drinking, as I say, but I was expecting a little bit more from them dark malts, and it's, as I say, it's not all that different. I kind of wanted it to be a bit more different, if you know what I mean. It's good from a sense from someone who prefers the PAL versions of the Hefeweizens, but, you know, I wanted to experience the dark version in all its glory, and I think this one's holding back a little bit, perhaps. Maybe being overcritical, what do I know? Yeah, very much your Paulaner and your Club. Same as the other one, just with a little bit of dark malts in there, to put it simply. But yeah, it's a very, very nice beer. I like it enough to give it a 8.8 out of 10. Very enjoyable, but like I say, I would stick with the other one, but that is one of my favourite beers as well. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Smash that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel for lots more beer reviews. And hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye, darlings.